Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus again. Now I've already posted 2 videos today and this is the third, but I find it absolutely necessary and essential that I put this video out for you. Now I hope that you don't think that the information that I'm giving you is just crocs. The information I give you is the best information that you can receive. I get my source from the Spirit. The Spirit speaks to me as it did men of old. And basically, that's all many of us are blessed with. We can't get it from TV. And the internet is being corrupted, so whatever information you can get off there now, you won't be able to maintain that avenue for much longer. But what I have for you now has to do with the New World Order. You have heard it said that the New World Order is planning to kill a lot of people on Earth, a few billion. But I want to say to the people of the United States of America, the New World Order is set up on the principle of Satan in charge, Satan on top. This isn't new. This has been always, people have tried this since the beginning of time. Hitler tried it, and others have tried it. But now the New World Order, who has its stooges in places of government, in every government on earth. The plan is for America. In times past, under Hitler, the people to get rid of were, first of all, the Jews. I don't know why they hated the Jews so much, but they were the #1 target. In America, the #1 target to be disposed of will be black people. I don't know why white people don't like black people, but they are the #1 target to be eradicated from this earth when the New World Order comes into play. Now, did you hear me, black people? Now, you can sit back on your behind thinking that nothing's going to happen and that it's going to be all right. You can do just like the Jews, but they say they killed 6 million of those. And they will do it to you just as easily as they did it to the Jews. Now, you better wake up and start thinking about something. The next group that they will target are what they call the poor white trash. Poor white trash are people who experience the same kind of life that black people do. It's difficult to find a job, doesn't matter what your color. You end up trying to do illicit stuff, sell drugs, steal, lie, cheat, commit prostitution, all these kinds of things. You are the second ones to go. Poor white trash and black people. Now that's 2 reasons, or at least a reason, that black people and poor white people should come together in America. Now there will be some black people who are left. Those are the ones who are up there, way up there in the rich boys. You know, they always gonna need a nigger around somewhere to remind them of how important they are. So they gonna need a nigger around. So the rich niggers today will be the nigger that will keep the white man excited and charmed in the future. And they will keep some black women to serve as their prostitutes and their bitches. Now, what's going to happen is that the work, that the menial labor that is done by blacks, that's done by poor whites and Mexicans, that work will be done by middle-class whites. Middle-class whites who always thought they were big-time stuff will step down off that ladder and come on down in these trenches that black folks used to hold. And they will be the ones that's doing the labor to keep the nation going. Middle-class white people. And a lot of you will be killed as well. But they will keep you to do this menial labor while they kill poor whites and as many blacks as they can get their hands on. Now, what I am saying to black people, but right now I'm talking about the poor black man. The poor black man who hasn't a job, who does not have unemployment compensation, who has to go and ask his wife for $1. And he asked his wife for $1 because the plan of the white man years ago was to take the black man out of the job and put the black woman in the job. He knew that the black woman is just like any of them. Once you put the money in their hand, they run stuff. They just as doggish as anybody else. So the black man, now you're at the hands of a black woman who will not give a damn about you, who will hold hands with a white man in a heartbeat. So that's another plan that they got going on. So what I'm saying to you black men out there, you must know this, that you are poor. It's not because you're lazy. You are poor. It's not because you're black. You are poor because you have been robbed. You have been systematically robbed by the system. And everybody within the system has helped you to be robbed. Everybody has helped you to be robbed. Robbed. Now, that was bad enough. The second part of it is that you assisted in that robbery by letting it get by. And I know you say, well, you expected the police to support you. You expected government to look out for you. Well, I'm telling you, government has never cared about you. That's why you will be the first ones to get killed. Now, you can sit around with nothing in your pocket, keep on trying to sell drugs and walk around the street like something is going to happen to save you, but it's not. If you don't get up off your ass and take care of business, you going down. Now, I say that to say to you that God is warning you. White people, middle class who are going to be coming to the bottom, rich people who are going to be dropping down in the middle, all of you guys better wake up. Because the devil who killed the Jews, who planned to kill blacks, who slaughtered the folks in Iraq, who killed all the Russian people back in all these wars, all these devilish wars that happened in Vietnam, that happened in China, all of these billions of people that's been killed at the hands of Satan. But Satan pulled no triggers. Men did. Men pulled the trigger on their own kind. They pulled the trigger because the devil promised them a reward to kill you. And they are going to kill you this time. When the devil says kill them, they will put that gun on you and kill you and blow you up and wash you out. And all you folks in churches who think that you are hooked up to the right source, most of you going to be killed too. Now the preachers who were able to lie and have these big mega churches, the devil might allow some of them to live because they are trustworthy. They are not going to tell you nothing about going against the system or changing the system. So some of you mega preachers out there, you might survive as well. The Pope will survive because he's in charge of the lying-ass church. So I'm just giving you this information as a warning. And you can pray or get off your knees and start talking to one another and start doing something about it. Or you can sit your tail down and wait till they start killing you just like they did the Jews. And I can promise you, they slaughtered the Jews, they slaughtered the Native Americans or the Indians, and they slaughtered blacks in slavery time. There was nothing. Somebody said the tsunami that happened over in India and in Japan, that was started by man, and it wiped out all kinds of people, and they do not care. So I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen who are listening to me right now, you better care about yourself. Even if God doesn't care about you, you better care about yourself and protect yourself by coming together with the masses of them. You can't protect yourself by yourself. I'm telling you what I'm telling you. I've been talking this stuff for 33 years. I'm surprised that I'm still alive. Now, what the information I've just given you might cause me to go ahead on and get killed. I don't care. I don't care about getting killed because I'm living in pure hell. I'm living in pure hell. I'm living in America. I'm living in a system that doesn't give a damn about its people. I'm living in a system where women and husbands don't mean a thing. It's nothing but a game that people play. So you better try to make a friend. And the friend better start out being God. Because at least with God, he'll give you a spirit to keep you informed about what's going on so you can stay ahead of the game.